Hey, what's up, y'all? Good morning. I'm outside walking my dog. When my dog walks, I'm gonna talk. So today I'm gonna talk about, this is actually a frequently asked question, about my experience with veganism and I guess how I came about it, or how did it work out for me. So first I wanna say, it's not for everyone. And I mean that in a sense like your body might not take to it, or mentally you just aren't there, and that's okay. I went vegan overnight because I watched this video on Instagram of an animal getting slaughtered. I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a little chicken. I watched that video. I felt so sad. Then other videos started popping up on my feed, like cows getting murked and pigs getting... It was just sad. So I was like, oh no, I don't like that. So I just stopped. That was my reason. And it wasn't really for the animals. After I seen that disturbing stuff, I kind of just did my own research on the benefits of having a vegan diet. And I also looked up the stuff that said all the bad stuff that happens to your system when you do eat meat and consume like dairy and all that stuff. So it happened overnight. I woke up one morning. Well, I went to sleep that night and was like, all right, this is me. This is the new me. I ain't doing this ever again. That's initially what I thought. The next day, it happened. Like, my brain wouldn't let me eat anything. Like, no cheese, no milk, no eggs, no yogurt, absolutely no dairy, no chicken, no steak, definitely no pork. When you think about it, it's a lot that you can't eat when you're vegan. I didn't mind it at all. I didn't mind it. I felt empowered by my decision. And Coco's taking a shit. Ooh, buddy. So every single day, every part of my day, I made that decision. Like, no, I'm good. I don't like that. That's kind of toxic for me. That's what I would tell myself. Like, I'm good. I'm good. And then if I tried it. I tried to eat some mac and cheese. And over time, I just couldn't. My system wouldn't let me. I don't know if it was like the physical aspect of it or my actual mind, that I would get very sick. Like, I would throw up. I would feel like I had food poisoning if I consumed anything other than fruits, vegetables, grains, like herbs, you know what I'm saying? Beans type stuff. And I did that for 2 years. 2 years straight. I felt great. Like, my skin was clean. I had energy. I felt like I was stronger, like when it came to lifting at the gym. Come on, Coco. The only thing is, I was so committed to that lifestyle that I didn't realize how much weight I had lost. Like, I was kind of skinny, like real skinny. I was 160. That's my normal weight. 160, 165. I fluctuate between that range. But when I was vegan, I was like 132. And that makes a big difference. Like, in my eyes, I was like, okay, this is cool because my body has reduced all the inflammation. Like, I'm healthy. Like, I feel great. But I just looked skinny. Like, when I would look at pictures, I'd be like, yo, my collarbone's showing like shit. Like, I'm pretty thin. And another thing with that was that although I enjoyed being that thin and having all that energy, it's like I was burning too many calories a day. Coco, come on. You can't be over here. This is school zone. Come on. I was burning way too many calories a day. Like, at that time, I was working at the gym, so I'd work out on my free time. I taught Zumba at the gym. I still taught dance. I did dance choreography. And I would still work out on top of that. So I would spend hours at the gym because I just had all the energy. But you know what I'm saying? I wasn't eating enough to replenish everything I was losing. And also, I think I was a little bit uneducated on the amounts of food I should be eating with that diet, because I started losing my hair, and my hair thinning out was one of my my main reasons why I was trying to revert back to just, you know, eating everything and eating meat again, because I didn't want to go bald. I didn't want to go bald, but I would really be in the shower and like bunches of my hair would just fall, and I'd be like, yo, I'm not stressed. I don't feel stressed. Coco, you stink, bro. I was like, I'm not stressed. Like, I'm exercising. Like, I don't think it's that. I think it's just the food. I'm lacking something in my diet, and it didn't matter how many supplements I took. It's like it's something I'm missing. I went to the doctor for it, of course, just because I had the insurance. But they were like, well, you need like eggs, you need like fatty acids from animals and all this stuff. I didn't really like what they were telling me. I was expecting them to give me something like an alternative, like, hey, you can try this on your hair, or you can eat this and it'll help, you know. But they didn't. They told me I should eat meat again. And after 2 years, it was a lot of, I would say, judgment with my family, like a lot. They thought I was starving, and they, you know, the Hispanic culture embraces thick women because they feel that's healthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not missing no meals. They embrace that. So when I would come around, I was small. So, you know, my peoples would always have something to say. And then, I don't know, I guess that kind of got to me a little bit. If you ask anyone, I would, you know, when they would talk and say things like that, I'd be like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm healthy. I feel great. And that's literally what I would say. But in the back of my mind, I was like I would look at pictures and I'd be like, am I really this small? Like, damn. Like, I ain't got no body fat for real. Like, this is kind of small. When it was time for me to go back and have a regular diet, it was so hard of a transition. Like, it was challenging. Like, I couldn't even stand the smell of meat. I couldn't. It was gross. On top of that, I never really was big on eggs to begin with, but I tried to eat them. I would be so sick. Like, I would be damn near throwing up. I didn't like it. It took me 3 months for that to go away, for that mental part to go away. Like, 3 months for my body to readjust, where I could eat meat and eat dairy without, you know, feeling sick. But overall, like, veganism is most certainly something I would do again. It's great. Like, I would do it again. Not right now, but I would do it. Allergies. And I think that this time I would go in a little bit more prepared, and I would spend more time meal prepping. I would definitely do that, spend more time meal prepping. When I was vegan back in the day, I say back in the day because that was like 3 years ago, maybe 4, yeah. I would meal prep every Sunday. Like, I'll make sure I have food because I would have to eat every 2 hours. Like, I thought I was eating enough, but I just wasn't eating a wide variety of things. I was eating the same things over and over. So if I was to do that again, I would make sure that, you know, I would definitely be eating. I thought that was spooky. Sorry. I be having ADHD. I thought I was eating enough, but I wasn't. I would go in this time and make sure I eat enough, like enough. And I know a lot more about nutrition now, so I think I'd be pretty successful. And I'd be clean. My insides would be clean. And every so often, I would eat, I like steak. I like fish. Like, I feel like I'll eat that maybe like once every 2 months. and then I should be good. And if anybody wants to do veganism and you're not mentally prepared for it, you're gonna fail. I'm sorry, you're gonna fail. So I suggest maybe you can start being a vegetarian first, and then you can still have dairy. But is that a baby? Come here, Coco, leave that bird alone. Once you see how much food you can't have, how many dishes you cannot indulge in, that shit gets hard. Like, if you're triggered by the smell of pizza, it's hard. It's hard. And there's pizza everywhere. And it seems like the more food you can't eat, the more it's around. Like, you know, it's just a lifestyle switch. Because now that I think about it, even when I wasn't eating meat or dairy products, like, I wouldn't eat bread. That's why I was so skinny. Like, I wouldn't eat bread. I wouldn't eat anything processed. Like, I wouldn't, yeah. I wasn't eating no sweets, no chips, no nothing like nothing like that. Like, I put myself on a strict diet, and it didn't feel like a diet. I just did that shit, and it was so easy for me. And everyone supported my decision, you know? Everyone supported it. They had no choice, because after a year, they were like, okay, yeah, this is her. She bring her own food to the functions. Yeah, even the cookouts. I brought my own food. Like, that's how adamant I was about it. And if you're not going to be that adamant, or you expect somebody or places to have things to accommodate your food restrictions, you will fail. I encourage y'all to set yourself up for success by just meal prepping and carrying the lunchbox around, because that's what I did. If you always wanted to do it, just do it. Like, and when I say that, I mean, like, just try it. Just try it. And once you hit like a 2-week mark, that's all you need. Actually, you really only need like 6 days. But once you hit a 2-week mark, you will literally see and feel the differences. And you might not, you might stick to it. It'll be a lot easier to stick to it because you're already seeing results. So just try it. I'm open to answer any questions about it. That's a topic that I encourage, a topic that I recommend, a lifestyle change that can benefit everyone. So if y'all have questions, comments, go ahead and drop them. I'll respond.